Hey Champs and Chums fans, it's Anthony here.
And Ashton.
Hey Ashton, where are we right now?
We're at home, here near a fireplace.
That's right, we're at home, it's our fireplace. Happy Father's Day weekend, everybody. Hope everybody's looking forward to a great start to a Father's Day weekend. It's Anthony and Ashton here, and we're so glad that you joined us. It is Feel Good Friday, eh Ashton?
Yes,
Feel Good Friday, getting ready for a busy Champs and Chums weekend, a fun and exciting one as well too. And this is a bit of a milestone for us. So this is our, third Facebook Live show.
Yes.
But just as a note for the fans at home and the listeners, our milestone episode 10, that's right, double digits for the double ace, is going to be taking place this weekend. And it's going to be a great show. And we're so glad you're with us for about 30 minutes this evening for our Facebook Live show, because this is the best of Champs and Chums. So why don't you tell the viewers at home, Ashton, a little bit about the best of Champs and Chums. What are we going to be doing here tonight?
So basically we're going to be showing you pictures on the screen and telling you a bit about the backstory of them.
That's right. We're going to have good father-son talk. So the viewers at home, and thanks to Mom who's holding the production controls behind the camera here. We really appreciate Mom's help for this. So you're going to be seeing some fun father-son moments over photos, and you're going to hear some great descriptions as we go over them. There'll be some photos, a few videos. We're so glad you're with us here on this Facebook Live Feel Good Friday. So Ashton, what do you say? Let's get into it.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to go to our first father-son photo, everybody. And this one, for all you Leaf fans at home, this is a beaut, because Ashton, I think you were all of 5 months old when you were wrapped in the blue and white. And we've talked about this on Champs and Chums, but do you remember this?
I actually think I do.
You do? Were you warm in the blue and white of the Leafs?
Yes, I was. I was really cozy like we are here.
Good stuff. Well, we're big Leaf fans if you haven't seen and heard through 10 episodes of Champs and Chums. So that one was a favorite of Dad's that we had to add in there for a father-son moment. Go Leafs, go. Let's go on to the next father-son photo. And Ashton, what do we have here?
We have actually me in one of the bedrooms upstairs.
Right, and you would have been all of, I don't think actually you were even 1 year old there yet.
Yeah, I think it was, I'm not sure what age I was at because I don't really remember that moment.
But you know what's so ironic, right, is that basketball, and here you are, you're getting ready soon to celebrate your 8th birthday, by the way. You're 7 now, and birthday's July the 5th, so you can enjoy that, I know. But you had basketball in your mind at a very young age.
Yes, I had.
Excellent. Okay, let's move on to the next father-son photo in this best of Champs and Chums. And boy, what a cutie we got here. This is from February of 2014, Ashton. What do you see in there in that photo there?
I see there that I'm in my house downstairs over here.
Right.
And I'm holding 2 tennis balls, and there are 2 hockey sticks beside me.
Well, not just any hockey sticks, right? These actually are from one of the great teams in Brampton, the Brampton Beast. At one time, they were the only East Coast Hockey League, only Canadian East Coast Hockey League team. So shout out to the good folks over at the Brampton Beast. You kind of got a nice little souvenir, and we've got to take in some more games when it's safe to do it, when they're going to have their season, which I guess would be next season in October. So shout out to the Brampton Beast, and lots of fun there from February of 2014. Let's move on to the next photo. And I mean, no pun intended, but you were kind of bowled over by this experience here. Why don't you tell the fans that are watching a little bit about this great father-son photo?
So that was at one of the oldest bowling alleys in Brampton.
Right, I think we got it up on the screen there. That's right, it's the Brampton Bowling Center. Those of you from Brampton would know just off of Queen Street is Beach Road, and it leads into this very historic bowling center, the Brampton Bowling Center. So cool stuff, and we've had some great fun family times bowling. Do you like bowling as a sport?
Yes, I actually love bowling as a sport.
Amazing. Okay, amazing. Let's go on to the next photo. Wow, we moved from bowling to on the court. Where are we at there?
We were in Cozumel, Mexico there.
That's right, Cozumel, Mexico from, this would have been April of 2015 as we're looking at the date for this wonderful father-son photo. And that was one of, I guess, your earlier trips that you made. And it was hot there, wasn't it?
It was really hot.
And what were you thinking there? Your eyes were closed, the balls, the tennis balls are up in the air. What were you thinking during that photo?
I was thinking I could make it hit the back part of there, the gates.
You had big designs already, you're making a big ace like Milos Raonic and stuff, and of course, lots of fun in the tennis world your dad once had, and we received the news that the Rogers Cup event won't be happening for this year, but I know all the great folks over at Tennis Canada are going to make the 2021 Rogers Cup very exciting and a welcome back for the fans. Let's go on to the next father-son photo here on the Best of Champs and Chums, and boy, this is best with a capital B. Ashton, why don't you describe this picture here?
So this picture was at my soccer team, and my dad was the coach, as you can see. And we weren't that good. We only won 2 games, but we still tried our best.
Well, so there you go, right? Win or loss, we still had fun. You can see the smiles on all our faces. The record might not have been there, but the fun was there. And that was such a great memory, right? And Ashton, you know, it's episode 10. And what was the number you had in the back of your jersey?
I had number 10.
Wow, number 10. Shout out to the inspiration for number 10, Pele, as I was a young kid. And so great to share that experience with you and your teammates. And boy, you were just 5 years old then. Wow, incredible how time flies, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's move on to the next fun father-son photo. And boy, is this ever a gem or what? Ashton, why don't you describe for the listeners this beautiful father-son moment?
So this father-son moment is actually at Chinguzi Park. We went, my dad took me to skate for the first time, and later that night, that was actually, as I'm looking here,
December 2016.
the day before New Year's Eve.
Yeah, the day before New Year's Eve, yeah.
And we had hot chocolate after we skated.
Yeah, that was a real fun father-son moment for sure. I got a real kick out of it. You were pretty slick on your skates, and hopefully we'll get a chance to enjoy that a little bit more as we enter the winter season. Good stuff. Well, let's move on to our next fun photo. Wow, now this one here needs some explanation here, ladies and gentlemen, Champs and Chums fans, because Ashton, you're in a police cruiser. Provide some context and background on the story. On why?
Oh, I'll tell them why. So we were going to a Blue Jays game. And I saw this police car. I wanted to take a picture in it, so I did. But I got arrested too for looking so good.
Oh, really? You got arrested for looking? I thought you got arrested because you were stealing a base. Was that what it was?
I might have.
It might have been that, but shout out to the top cops of the Toronto Police who made this great experience for Ashton happen down at a Blue Jays game, and we all are missing our sports right now and certainly miss the Blue Jays, but that was a great father-son moment from, this would have been a couple summers ago, I guess, so shout out to the top cops over at the Toronto Police. All right, let's move on. Whoa, we moved from one baseball experience to another one that was south of the border. So why don't you talk a little bit about this one?
So we traveled from here to the USA to see the Buffalo Bisons play, and that night was actually a special night. It was superhero night.
Sure was. You got Superman there and Flash Gordon. You know, did you know that there was actually a pitcher in baseball called Tom Flash Gordon?
No.
He used to pitch for the Kansas City Royals. But anyhow, Buffalo Bisons, we've talked about it on our show before, great value. Of course, now the borders are closed because of COVID, but when the baseball park does open back in the lovely city of Buffalo, it's a great outing, not too far away from where we are in Brampton, and it's a great family entertainment. Good stuff. Okay, wow, we moved from the baseball diamond, Ashton, to an amazing father-son moment. Why don't you talk a bit about this fast racing car, this bright racing car just behind you here?
So, my dad's chum Jerry, he invited us to his, I think his place where he works.
Well, yeah, Jerry's been doing some fine work on the motorsport side for years. In fact, we're going to have him on a future episode. When it comes to public relations and the sport of motor racing, he is the guy. So we will have him on a future episode of Champs and Chums to talk about the world of auto racing. But that day I remember very well because Jerry was kind enough, shout out to a friend of the show, Jerry, gave you an experience, right? He was able to take you around to where some of the cars are, some of the crew as well too. So that was a fast and fun day, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Good stuff. Okay, well, let's move on to our next photo. Wow. Boy, this is among one of the favorites for sure. And Ashton, you take it away. I'll never forget. I will never forget this this night.
So basically, this day was my first Raptors game ever, and that morning I wasn't feeling so good. I threw up. I wasn't feeling really good.
Oh well, you hit that from me, I guess, eh? Because I didn't know about that. But okay, I'm glad you were feeling good enough to go to your first ever Raptors game down at the Scotiabank Arena. Yeah.
Yes, and then you.
We headed down. Yeah, we headed down. Yeah.
And then the Raptors actually won, and they were versus the Lakers, if you can see. That's
right. They played LeBron, one of the legends of the NBA and basketball.
And we still beat him.
We did, and what a game that was. And as a father, to experience sports, and especially what the Raptors did, everybody, right, in that magical run, 2019, still defending champions, by the way. I'll never forget that moment, and I know you won't too. Good stuff. Let's move to the next one. And speaking of father-son experiences, this extended into a bit of a family experience in the lovely city of Ottawa. And this picture really inspires me, and I'm sure it does you. Tell the fans at home a bit about this this fun photo.
So that was in Ottawa, and I believe we were going to get breakfast because it looks really early in the morning, and we saw the statue of Terry Fox, and I wanted to take a picture with it.
You did, and Terry Fox was quite the Canadian hero as well too, right? I mean, you know, when we talk a lot about Champs and Chums, about sort of will and grit and passion for things, and boy oh boy, Terry Fox, who had cancer and unfortunately had to have his leg amputated, he never let that stop him from believing that you can do something. So we all remember the Marathon of Hope. You studied him in school, right?
Yeah, and he raised a lot of money for cancer research. And
they continue to do that too, right, for cancer research. I believe because of COVID, it clearly won't be a run out in community, but it'll be a virtual run. And shout out to his memory, and I know his family still, and all Canadians conjure up some beautiful memories of the legacy of Terry Fox. So what a great Canadian sports hero. I'm glad we enjoyed that together as a family. Okay, this one's going to be a video, everybody. So we're going to dim the volume, and you're going to hear this, and then you're going to come back and we're going to talk about this great father-son moment at the Blue Jay game. All right, Ashton. So there, ladies and gentlemen, you saw a father-son experience down at the good old ball game, the Blue Jays, and you know that team is obviously developing. They're transitioning. They've got a lot of young players, but out of the highlights, and that would have been last summer, Ashton, last June, and we went down, you and I, to the ball game, and there was Danny Jansen. Why don't you talk a little bit about the magic he created on that Saturday late afternoon?
So we went to a Blue Jays game. I believe it was Kansas City Royals versus the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
We were tied, and Danny Jansen, homer out of the park.
Home out of the park, walk-off home run. There's nothing better in baseball than a walk-off home run. I think it was like bottom of the 10th inning that night. The game ended at around 7:30 or so. Yeah, that's when the video evidence of that right here. But nothing better than a walk-off home run. We both got so excited, and our car ride home back to Brampton was a lot of fun catching up on that great father-son memory. Good stuff. Well, we're going to now transition. Yes, you're going to say something.
And I think that actually went down in Blue Jays history, I think.
It sure will. Certainly in Danny Jansen's history, because I don't think he ever hit a big home run like that to win that game against the Kansas City Royals. Okay, we're going to now keep moving on. And boy, let's see, when we've got Mom got this up on the screen, she'll give us the thumbs up. Thumbs up to this amazing father-son experience. Tell the fans at home about this one.
So this was at Disney All-Star Sports Resort. And
yeah, I think the listeners can hear us okay. Yeah, okay, great.
And it was a great experience because it was a really nice hotel. There's like a 24/7 cafeteria, there's an arcade, there's a pool.
Lots of sports. I mean, this is, for the Champs and Chums, this was like living in heaven. Because everywhere you would walk, it was all decorated and inspired by, all the great American pastimes and sports like football and baseball and basketball, every detail. And when they do talk about the Disney experience, it is to every detail for sure. And geez, we should actually give a shout out to, because I'm sure they'll be watching at some point, to there's a great podcast, right, Ashton?
Yes, Edition.
Yeah, so shout out to our friends of the show, Mike and Regan, who have their own podcast, and they're talking daughter, daddy podcast, and great show, great insights about Disney. So check that out if you can. All right, well, let's get to the next father-son moment, and this one's a video, everybody, as well too. So this is going to be from the Raptors 905, right? So Mom's going to set that one up in the slides. So she'll just give me the thumbs up when that one's ready to go, and take a listen to. Ashton, where are you now?
At the 905 open house.
Raptors 905 open house. And you're going to give this shot right on the G League net, eh? Let's have it a go. All right. Okay, well, that was a great experience. Right from court level, there you were. This would have been late summer of last year, actually, 2019. Why don't you tell the folks what it was like to be on the court where the Raptors 905 play?
It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience because I will never get any basketball experience better than that because basically all the experience I get from basketball is basically watching games, and now I get to go on the court and actually shoot on the basketball.
Well, you did, and you made it count, my friend, right? You got a basket on over at the Paramount Center, and shout out to all the good folks at the Raptors 905. We're looking forward to getting back when it's safe to do so and watch some of that great basketball action. Okay, we're going to move on to another video experience, and just to set this one up, this one means so much to your dad, and in fact, I wasn't there for that. You had the great fortune, and Mom had the great fortune of taking you to a Toronto Maple Leaf game. and let's look at what happened at Ashton's first Toronto Maple Leaf game.
Okay, Ashton. Oh my God. Woo! Ashton! Woo!
Wow, I saw some familiar faces there, at least helmets and sticks and all, as they were walking by you towards the dressing room. Tell them about this experience, Ashton. Fist bumps are always good with your dad, but I think it was better when you got them from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
So basically we sat beside this guy in a hockey game, and he knew one of the people who let you in, like check your tickets to let you in the arena, and she brought me to the fist pump place where you can fist pump the players.
That's a great way to call it, the fist bump place. But those of you know, it's kind of done, I guess it's done the Platinums, I guess, for the players kind of walk through and stuff and such.
Yes.
And who did you fist bump?
I fist pumped number 34, Austin Matthews.
Austin Matthews. Ashton and Austin had their meeting there. That's great. And I think I saw Willie Nylander there, and I saw Freddie Anderson, and oh boy, what a great, that would have been a great mother-son moment. And we've included it here on this great best of Champs and Chums look back. Okay, let's go to the next photo here. And this one here is Wheels on the Bus, my friend, right? I remember this as well, another great basketball memory for the Raptors 905. Why don't you just tell the fans at home about that great trip to Erie, Pennsylvania?
So we went to Erie, Pennsylvania to see the Erie Bayhawks play the Raptors 905, and that was actually their first win ever in the 2019 to 2020 season, and it was actually a pretty good trip, and me and Dad had a really great time.
We had an excellent time, and again, what an experience that was. We were riding the bus just like the team would, and we were all taken care of from the moment that we registered to boarding the bus to coming off the bus in Erie. And shout out to the good folks at the Raptors 905 for making that an incredible father-son experience. Okay, let's move on to the next time. Looking at the clock, we got about 8 minutes left, and we're having a great time here. So thanks for watching us on this Best of Champs and Chums segment, launch into Father's Day weekend. This one here, Ashton, is actually from KO Santa Maria, and you enjoyed pool of another sort in this photo. Tell the fans at home about this kind of pool, KO Santa Maria.
So I was playing pool in Cuba, and I met someone who was named Louis Pierre.
Shout out to a friend of the show, Louis Pierre. We've always shout out to Louis Pierre, but what a good guy he was. And he challenged you to a pool game?
Yeah, he was actually really good at pool.
Wow. And you guys trade was it toy cars or something like that? There wasn't any money exchanged, of course, right? So good friendship only exchanged there. And that fun photo, shout out to a friend of the show, Louis Pierre, I believe from Blainville, Quebec. Okay, Louis, Ashton, sorry, we move on this fun show. Wow, this is another great moment, basketball inspired. You know, Ashton has a lot of big fans, but you tell us about one of your biggest fans, this man right here.
So at the Raptors 905 game, it was an alumni night game, and it was for Norman Powell, and we saw
Bobblehead night.
Yeah, it was, and we saw him walking by near us, and you shouted, "Norm, can we take a picture?"
It was Dad, right? Oh yeah, always the overzealous dad that was quite respectful, of course, all the time, because you know, working in pro sports, you definitely want to respect everybody around you. But yes, I did reach out to ask politely if he would stop, and he did.
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's amazing. Norm Powell, number 24, Toronto Raptors. Father-son moment, champs and chums. Okay, let's move on to the next photo. And Ashton, here's another basketball one. Always a running theme on our great chats on our episodes. But I'm so proud, actually, Ashton, of this award that you won. It would have been last fall, I guess, or was it earlier this year? I'm trying to place it. It's been so busy during COVID. But you tell the fans at home a bit about this special moment with the coach, Christian.
So we were versing the blue team, but unfortunately we got second place. But that's still good because we still tried our best. And for the sportsmanship award, one reason I think I won it because like someone on a team fell down and no one would pick them up, so I just picked them up.
Well, that's a great moment. Someone on your team or the other team? I might have missed that one. On the other team. Well, no, that is a tremendous display of sportsmanship. You know, winning performance and doing great things on and off the court is really important. And I think you actually gave us a good reason why you might have copped that award, because that's a great reflection of your commitment and perseverance and fair play, and that was a great example of that, man. I didn't know that. That might have been throughout the season. So shout out to our friends at Jump Basketball. Looking forward to getting back to that when it's safe to do so. Okay, let's look at the next photo. Oh, and another basketball one here. This is actually our family. We were down at an amazing experience. Tell them about it.
So that was at the Kawhi buzzer beater game, and
Oh, well, actually, wait. We're just no. Okay, that's fine. We're okay with the basketball story here. Yeah, Mom's just.
And we watched the game, and it was actually a great one.
It was a great one. Who can forget that experience? Experience down at Game 7. It was Mother's Day, so I always say it was Mom Day, and then it was, if you put M the other side, it's Wow Day. So there was Wow Day. Good stuff. All right, we're going to move on to our next photo here, and again we come back to our my favorite team and your favorite hockey team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. And here you are. You would have been, Ashton. I'm thinking you were like five months old. So how did you feel being in a Maple Leaf jersey?
I felt great.
Amazing. That's right. Well, I felt great too. That was That was your first Halloween costume. Mom and Dad put you in that, and you went to all of 2 houses, and then you were done, and you had a feed, and then you were out for the night. So what a great father-son moment. Your first ever Halloween costume. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to now move on to, I believe it's one of the great championship champs and chums father-son experience. Again, a basketball one. Wow, what is that over there? Tell the fans at home.
That is the Larry O'Brien trophy that the Raptors won.
The Larry O.B. And look how close you are to that.
I am like, let's see, 2 centimeters.
You gotta be, maybe it's like a Pascal Siakam shoe size away from that thing, right? I mean, so what a great moment that we were able to take in, and boy, oh boy, what a run the Raptors made, and for us to experience it in so many ways, and then obviously seeing the pinnacle of it, the Larry O.B., as they affectionately call it, we were quite excited about that. Okay, we're going to move on now to a baseball photo, and another great best of father-son's moment. Why don't you tell the fans at home a little bit about this one? Can't see your face, but see the jersey.
So that was our Blue Jays game, and that was my first ever Blue Jays jersey.
It is.
Encarnacion.
Double E. And number 10 for episode 10. How cool is that? And really enjoyed taking you to that. We went with a group of people during that first experience here. We had a lot of fun. We are now at the finale photo for it, and it's kind of got a multiple photos for it. But this is, Ashton, why don't you tell them about this beautiful night that we shared at the Raptors 905 pre-event party. Look at all those amazing athletes and special people that you met.
Yes, so that was at the Raptors 905 party. I'll show you who the people are. So the first one is O'Shea Brissett.
Yeah, O'Shea Brissett over into the top left because they can't see you pointing, but they'll see it up on the screen. So top left, O'Shea Brissett, who played with the Raptors. Yeah.
And the Raptors mascot.
Yeah, looking now from left to right, everybody, from the top of the screen. Yeah.
And Tyler Ennis.
One of your favorites.
Yes.
Absolutely. You have a jersey.
Yes, I do.
All right, well, let's work back left, and then let's take them to tell them what's in the middle there.
Nav Badia.
Super fan. Number 95. The man that's gone to every Raptors home game.
I believe so.
What was it like to meet Nav Badia? Because he actually showed you something pretty special too that night.
Yes, he showed me his championship ring.
Yes, he did, and boy, did that bling really show that night for sure. Now, why don't we work from the bottom left and work from left to right across before we sign off to all our good fans who've been watching the show.
So, there is Jim Malaleha. He's the coach of the Raptors 905. I'm not sure where that is.
Well, that actually would have been Shamori Pons, right? He was with the
yeah,
club,
that was.
and then he moved on, and then you've got your friend to the bottom right there, Matt Morgan. Shout out to Matt Morgan. I don't know if he's listening or watching, but we follow you on social. We love what you do, what you stand for on and off the court. So that's good stuff. So we're going to come back live now. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on this. Actually, it was such a great journey for us to kind of go through those pictures and just conjure up some great stories and fun talk. That's what we do on Champs and Chums. And what did you think about this Facebook Live that we did tonight?
I think it was the best one we've ever did.
Oh, really? Wow. You've set the bar for us for sure. Well, we've had a lot of fun bringing this into your homes or wherever you're watching this. We hope everybody's safe and healthy and happy during these times. It's going to be a wonderful Father's Day weekend. So on behalf of Ashton and I, we wanted to wish all the great fathers who do all the inspiring things to really help build goodness in the world and good things. We want to wish you a happy Father's Day. We also want to wish some of the moms who are actually also being dads and doing great things a happy Father's Day too. And we also want to let some of the people know, there'll be people out there that are celebrating Father's Day. Maybe their Father's Day or their father is not there anymore, but they're thinking of them very fondly. And of course, father figures, of course, too. So we're thinking of everybody, all those that play a great role in really making championship experience for young guys and young chums like this. You wanted to say something too, Ashton.
And capital H.
Capital H. Okay.
Happy Father's Day to Patrick Brown, celebrating his first Father's Day as a father.
Oh yes, shout out to Mayor Patrick Brown, the city of Brampton, and actually thanks for reminding me because as I said, it's an extravaganza all weekend. We're gonna publish episode 10, and we had the very great pleasure of having the mayor of the city of Brampton, the 9th largest city in Canada, the 2nd fastest growing community in the country, on. What was it like to interview, Ashton, Mayor Patrick Brown?
It felt great, and I felt really happy at that moment.
Oh, that's amazing to hear. Well, it was a great conversation, and if you do get a chance, would love for you to listen to it, because the things, being a big city mayor, that Mayor Brown has had to talk about during COVID has been a lot different than what you're going to hear on the podcast on episode 10, because as Ashton mentioned, it's his first Father's Day. His son Theodore turns 1 in July 19th, so he'll be celebrating this weekend. So happy Father's Day to him. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Have a great weekend. As we always say, Ashton, we're going to give a big bump, the biggest bump that we can, because it's a milestone episode. We say cheers to champs, cheers to chums, and cheers to an all-star day. Thanks for watching.